What's the difference between an open relationship and a polyamorous relationship? This is Yoni from Elements of Sexuality.
And this is Cathy from the Intimacy Dojo. And we're here today to talk about different types of relationships.
Yeah, it's so fun to dig into it and see what other people think and figure out where you might fit.
Yeah, because every person has their own rules and what they do and what they don't do. And you asked what's the difference between open relationship and polyamory. Yeah. But I think that in order to talk about that, let's talk for a second about monogamy, which is the standard, the default in our society nowadays. And basically monogamy says that you are with one person and you are only with them both body and soul, if you want to talk about it that way.
Yeah.
And that means that you don't have sexual contact with other people, and you don't plan on having deep relationships with other people.
And different people have the fence. Some people are okay to have emotionally deep relationships, and some people are like, no, that's mine.
Yeah, as always, what you define as a relationship changes from person to person. So that's that also changes. So that's monogamy. When you keep a monogamy, but you do have sexual contact to whatever degree with other people, that is called an open relationship. You have one partner that is your main partner, but you do have sexual contact, again, to whatever extent, with other people. And that's an open relationship.
Okay.
As opposed to polyamory, that means that you have multiple relationships with a few people. And you can have sex with those people. You can have only a relationship with those people. You can have sex with people outside of that poly relationship. Or you can keep the sex only inside your what's called a polycule. Only the people who are polyamorous with one another. That is called polyfidelity. That means that you're poly but not open. Think about it. It's interesting.
It's great. And I really love geeking out about this because the community I was hanging out with, they talked about open meaning the non-monogamous. It was kind of an umbrella term for non-monogamous, whereas you're using it as your community is using it as a definition different from poly or non-monogamous. It's not an umbrella term,
right? And usually a lot of people use poly as an umbrella term.
Yes,
and that's not. It's not exact, and I want to be exact and say that there's a difference between polyamory and sexually open relationships. And using poly as an umbrella term, I don't like to do that. I usually use CNM, which is consensual non-monogamy. But each person, I've heard ethical non-monogamy or alternative relationships. Each person finds their own. Yeah,
Dossie Easton's book, The Ethical Slut, is a great one for that. Yeah. And I think it's important for you, like if you're listening, notice what resonates for you. Like, oh yeah, I want to have one partner that I'm in love with and I'm planning retirement. Just the two of us are going to plan where we live and what jobs we take. But we can sleep with other people versus I want to plan with I have several people I want to have in my life for the rest of my life, and we're going to plan together as either as a group or individual, like the individual connections are going to plan things together in a more deep relationship.
Right, and each one of them can take so many different ways and forms, and each person finds their own way. Each relationship, finds their own way. It just varies so much. We might say that poly and open are umbrella terms of themselves.
Yeah. And as it becomes more popular and some people are more comfortable with it, we can talk about it more. There might be some shifts in the languaging.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But just having a dialogue about it, I think, is powerful. I wish I knew about some of this stuff when I was younger. Some relationships that imploded very badly would probably have been very healthy and loving if I had some other definitions of how I could. But I just had, you must marry and have kids and both be heterosexual, and I love being less limited.
Yeah, and these subjects are so huge. We talk about them, and we talk about them extensively, and how to do it, and because it's not simple.
Yeah.
But it is definitely doable.
Yeah. So we'd love to know what you think. Can you leave some comments below or any questions you have?
Yeah, please.
What's coming up for you when you hear these definitions?
Yeah, what makes you cringe or what makes you excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you
for listening. Congratulations on taking this time for yourself and learning these things. If you'd like to follow more of this, you can subscribe to my channel here. Social media is up here, and there's more videos of this type here. See you soon.